please welcome the game director of Guild Wars 2, Colin Johanson.
In most games, you go out and you have really fun tasks occasionally that you get to do, and the rest of the game is this boring grind to get to the fun stuff. I swung a sword again. Hey, I swung it again, that's great.
The Nord like to challenge the Solari to do interesting things and then stand back and watch them go do them. So there's maybe like a bunch of beehives hanging from trees, and they'll tell the Solari, hey, you should go hit those beehives and see what happens. And the Solari are like, well, that sounds like a fun adventure, we're going to go check that out. And so they go interact with this stuff. So there's a lot going on there where you see the Solari learning about the Nord, and the Nord learning a lot about the Solari and interacting.
These horrible centaurs are standing around in a field, and you get a quest step that says, go kill 10 centaurs. We don't think that's okay.
You know, when you play an online game, and when you play a game that is inherently social, which an MMO should be, you want to play that game with other people, right? That's the whole reason you're playing this game online.
Apparently we have to arm wrestle.
We'll arm wrestle later.
And oh man, I am in so much trouble because I've actually seen you arm wrestle at the Christmas party with K-Kai a while back.
Yeah, there was a lot of alcohol involved in that moment.
Yeah. I am terrified. Can we just say you win and move on with our lives? Because I'm scared.
I'm here with Colin Johanson, game director for ArenaNet.
Hi there. When it's ready.
Thank you very much. That's all you need to see.
Just gonna throw questions out there.
That's good.
So if you can't answer them, that's excellent.
Kent, when it's ready.
It's ready. Soon.
Yeah, I remember when we had culling in the game early on, and it's been a long time since the very aggressive culling.
I forgot about that.
But everybody right after was like, why don't you just push the button that turns culling off? It's not that big of a deal. And it was like Habib and a couple other guys working on it for like 9 months, and it was all they did was working on figuring out how to get culling out.
Every once in a while, they take a break to sit under their desk and cry, and then come back out and get back to work.
And then it finally shipped, and the game was infinitely better. And everybody said the same thing, like, "Well, you should have just flipped the switch earlier."
Why
like,
didn't you just do this before?
These poor guys.
And we're over there going, "We love you, we love you."
If we had an easy button for everything, it would be really nice.
I've said before, I want to see this room full of buttons that I keep hearing about, where it's just like everything is now fixed.
Are the candy dispensers there for post-Reddit reading crying?
I think the candy dispensers are there for just general. I don't want to say good health, because that is certainly not it. General work happiness, let's say. You know, you have that moment where it's like, yeah, I'm having a rough day. Mike and Ike's. Oh, Mike and Ike's. You make everything better.
Yeah, I mean, we wrote a giant list on the wall of all the things that made it less accessible to play our game with other people. And we crossed them off one at a time, and we came up with ideas to make it easier to play with other people to replace that stuff.
And what do we do in Guild Wars 2 when we get to the highest point in a map? Yes, we jump! And what follows is an epic journey to meet the ground, followed by a splat. And thankfully, because we have the friendliest community in online gaming, usually a swarm of players run out of nowhere. I have no idea where they come from. I'm sure you've all had that experience.
And this concept of the point of no return. You know, when we get there, I think all of us feel like, in retrospect, we'll be able to look back and really appreciate and understand how all of this played out and how it all made sense. And I hope so. I think we do, but we would hope all of you guys do too. And you'll have to let us know when we get there. But the best way to experience it is to come along for the rest of the ride, and it's a ride you're not going to want to miss.